Why did the new Pope choose the name Pope Leo? Here's an interesting parallel most people overlook. In 1899, the previous Pope Leo XIII, issued a letter condemning something called the Heresy of Americanism. And no, he wasn't condemning tailgates or barbecues. He warned against a trend he noticed in many churches, a tendency to over-adapt to modern culture, undermine obedience to Rome, and downplay Catholic tradition. For context, America is historically a Protestant country. The word Protestant literally means to protest. Fast forward to today, why did the new Pope choose the name Pope Leo? Was it a coincidence or a subtle throwback?
Pope Leo XIII, who served as the head of the Catholic Church from 1878 to 1903, he wrote 2 apostolic letters on the Heresy of Americanism, Longinqua Oceani, 1895. This encyclical, Longinqua Oceani, discussed the state of the Catholic Church in the United States and expressed Pope Leo XIII's preference for a closer relationship between the Church and the state, similar to European models, while lamenting the dissevered and divorced relationship in America. BENEVOLENTIAE NOSTRAE, 1899. This is more commonly known as Testem BENEVOLENTIAE NOSTRAE, an apostolic letter addressing concerns about Americanism, a perceived heresy related to certain American values of liberalism and pluralism potentially undermining Catholic doctrine. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Revelation 13 verses 11 to 12.
I think, when people ask me what laws would you want, I think having blue laws, the Sunday Sabbath laws, really is the first thing that happened. Like, it's not blasphemy laws, it's not, laws against heretics, because that really defines for a community what it is, that we are a Christian people because we set aside that day of worship.
Those correctives is that we're a nation under God. So we talk about being a nation that's for God. That's a consensus that we want to renew in this country, that we have religious liberty, but it cannot come from this notion that a country isn't understanding the reality that it has to obey God, and there is only one true God, and that is Jesus Christ our Lord. You hit upon the first priority of our organization is to regain a notion in this country, a consensus that we're not assumed, and that should be shared by everyone, even if they have religious liberty for another faith, but that to the extent that you don't have that consensus, you have a culture and a nation that just disintegrates.
I want to make sure that we can say we're a Christian nation, and my viewpoint is mostly that I would probably be Christian nationism. That's pretty close to Christian nationalism. Can we, if we're going to have legal immigration, can we get people that actually believe in Christianity?